Good morning, guys. This is Wissam, and today I wanted to talk about the Tesla unveil event of the Model Y. I watched the video on YouTube live, and next day I followed up with the market reaction, and as you know, Tesla stocks went down the next day. Investors were not so excited about the event. They thought the Model Y was kind of like a lackluster. In reality, they were expecting like a big surprise from Tesla, as they usually do, and that didn't happen. And if you look at the design of the Model Y, as Elon said, it's a 10% bigger than the Model 3, but in terms of exterior, like, it didn't change much, and the interior stayed the same. And part of the blame, if I were to say, it's on Franz von Holzhausen, who's the chief designer of Tesla and the Tesla design studio. I feel they could have spent more time to tweak the headlights of the car, work a little bit on the interior to differentiate it from the Model 3. Because some of the people in the comments, they were saying, if I have a Model 3, why would I want to buy a Model Y if it looks exactly the same? You know? So the question is, does it really matter at the end? Is the Model Y gonna sell? Absolutely yes. Um, and people started placing orders on the car. They were so excited. The car has 3 rows of seats, so it can fit 7 people. Now, I don't know how big those 7 people they can be. I'm still waiting to see like people trying the car and trying to sit in the back. So you can get the car in 5-seat configuration and you can get it in 7, but best case scenario or worst case scenario, you can fit 2 kids in the back, or small adults. So that works. So it's gonna be larger, roomier than the Model 3, which is what people are excited about. But I also feel like Tesla could have spent more time maybe adding features. So the car, I don't know if it can tow anything or not. The Model X can do that, but that's the only car right now that has a towing capacity. So yeah, no announcement about that. So I feel Tesla left some of the details out, or maybe they don't plan to add that feature. Um, and in terms of a pricing, I feel like they did well with the Model 3 standard edition announcement 2 weeks ago, which will differentiate the pricing of the standard Model 3 versus the Model Y long range. And then the standard long range Model Y will be coming sometime in 2021. So that's good. I think Tesla is doing good on selling these cars. And they opened up the ordering page, so you can go ahead and place 2,500 reservation for the Model Y. But I really wish there were more kind of like improvement for the car, but that didn't happen. And the closest thing I can remember is when people had the iPhone 6 and then they were waiting for the iPhone 7 from Apple, and Apple surprised everybody by the iPhone 6s, which was like a speed bump, and that didn't get people excited that much because they were hoping for like all the new iPhone 7. And did the S or the 6s sell? Absolutely. Apple made a ton of money, and same thing happened and happened again. So I think Tesla overall, they are doing good. So I'm not concerned about that. I think the reaction from the market is way too much. As a Tesla stock investor and owner, I fully support Tesla and their mission. And but there were a lot of things that kind of people missed. I was following the news, the next day, and the reaction from the media, and they were just kind of like focused on the Model Y. In the event, the 30 minutes event by Elon Musk, things. And so I just wanted to give my opinion about it. One thing was the rollout of the version 3 superchargers. So Tesla delayed some of the supercharger rollout so that when they install those, they are version 3 rather than version 2. So that gets me hyped up. So I was waiting for a couple superchargers around San Diego area, but That didn't happen by the end of 2018, and I was kind of like disappointed a little bit because I was really hoping for one to open next to where I live. But if Tesla is gonna install the version 3 of those superchargers, that's awesome. That's gonna allow faster charging for the Tesla fleet. I mean, we have a lot of Teslas in Southern California, so having the version 3 will allow the cars to charge faster. That's one thing. And then the other thing is they're gonna upgrade eventually existing version 2 superchargers so that they are all to version 3. So that will increase the throughput of each supercharger. So that was really a big announcement, and this will also bulletproof Tesla in the future. So when, let's say, Electrify America is rolling out 350 kilowatt and Tesla is doing it at 250, so that's good. That's better than, let's say, 120 or 140. So Tesla is a future proving themselves in the future. Although right now the Volkswagen Electrify America, nobody can use the 350, but when the Porsche Taycan comes out next year, well, we have our version 3 of the supercharger. So thumbs up for that. The other thing that Elon talked about is the progress with the Gigafactory. So hopefully with the introduction of the Gigafactory, or the completion of the Gigafactory 3 in Shanghai by the end of this year, Tesla will be able to ramp up Model X, Model S, and 3 and Y in Greater China region. So that will increase the throughput, that will lower the cost for Tesla, that will increase their profits. So that's all good. Elon kind of hinted back in the past that within 5 years we should expect the car from $35,000 to become $25,000. So if that happens, that will allow the Model 3 to be extremely competitive with the Camry, with the Prius, with the Civic. There are a lot of people upgrading to the Model 3 instead of purchasing the Camrys and the Civics and so forth. But I think either the cost of electricity has to come down significantly to push the scale towards the Model 3, or Tesla could lower the Model 3 price eventually when they reach good production output, so it's more economical for them. And so that's exciting for me. And then I also paid attention to what Elon said about when they did the Gigafactory 1, California wanted 2 years time to issue them permits. And you know what? This is ridiculous. This is nonsense. So Nevada, see, the smart people of Nevada, they allow them immediately to start the construction of the Gigafactory. So guess what? Elon said less than 2 years they finished the Gigafactory 1, which is way faster than trying to wait for California to issue them permits. So this is to all the politicians in California. Guys, you gotta stop this nonsense. This is hurting businesses. This is hurting your taxpayers. All this nonsense, environmental study, whatever that you guys want people to do. You can't even control fires. This is insane. This is insane. And a lot of people or companies are moving out of this state, unfortunately, because of the politicians in California restricting, businesses and requesting some nonsense. So kudos to Tesla for doing what they did. I'm glad Nevada is a pro-business state. I love that, So you kind of learn, you just watch these things and learn. And the same thing is kind of happening right now with the Boring Company. So Las Vegas is requesting, and Tesla accepted the offer to start an underground tunnel with the Boring Company to do a 2-mile below the Las Vegas Convention Center, and they were expecting it to be done in 2 years, or hoping to be done in 2 years. But the Boring Company, or Elon Musk, said it's gonna be done by the end of this year. And look, in LA, he wanted to dig a tunnel. Guess what? Some nonsense group, neighborhood groups, they said, no, don't dig under us. We don't want you there. So this is, in my all Honestly, it's a BS, and someone got to stop that. We really need good infrastructure. We need businesses, and I hope something can be done. Um, so I think Tesla overall is doing really good on their promises. I hope they can roll out more superchargers worldwide. I'm excited about the Model Y. Um, I think it's going to be really nice because Tesla learned a lot from the Model 3 production. So now they passed that phase and they are moving to the production of the Model Y, which is going to be more optimized. Because Elon said the number of wires in the Model S is insane. I don't know, it's like 2 miles or something. And then the Model X was less. The Model 3 is even less, and the Model Y is probably the most optimized production-ready vehicle that Tesla made. So this is all good, and I can't wait for the pickup truck announcement in summer. So I'll be on the lookout for that. Let me know, guys, what you think. Do you feel like you are happy with the Model Y? Did it meet your expectation? Were you hoping for something more? Drop us a line in the comment. Till then, see you guys. Peace.